Our officials for tonight's game, Roger Nurse is the crew chief. He's joined by Kyle Coulter and Jeremy McNaught. And we are underway here on the carpet at Memorial. And Blair, when we look at these two teams, Brampton, of course, comes in sitting in second place with a 4-1 record, coming off a loss to the top seed in the Oshawa Outlaws. And right off the bat, big save to start things off. Talk to me a little bit about what Brampton has to do here to rebound.
Well, what they got to do is get out to a faster start than they got to in Oshawa when they gave up 4 goals. We're down 4-0 in the first 3 minutes, and all those goals came from outside the dotted line.
Big save right off the bat there, and sorry, Blair, go ahead.
I mean, that's the first thing they got to do. After that, they've got to start getting their movement through the middle, which they didn't do the other day.
So those two things, when you look at Toronto, of course, coming off a loss to the Six Nations Snipers, as they are looking to rebound as well. They come in, different team than the Snipers, this Brampton Express team. What kind of adjustments you think Toronto has to make?
Well, I think basically the biggest thing Toronto's got to do is stay out of the penalty box. Don't get into that situation, and that's the other thing Brampton can't do against Toronto, because Toronto has a very potent power play, but they got into trouble against Oshweekend and let them back into the game when they got into the penalty box.
So again, Jordan Dance, wrong stick side. Good job by Dunkerley to steer that one aside. Express now looking for a quick outlet. They get it over the timeline. They will let their offense set up. Ryan Campbell running out there, as is Zach Sutherland. Sutherland will start things off. It's a good move, and that's going to be an illegal screen, and that's going to be a penalty call on an illegal cross-check. And first penalty of the game is going to go to Michael Chullen. So the first power play opportunity is going to go to the Monarchs.
And rightfully so. I mean, when you're going to set that pick, you got to keep your stick still. And it's one thing to push it onto the arms. It's another thing to push it up on the neck.
Potent power play. We spoke about this Monarchs team. The left side, awfully dangerous. As you can see, he follows at the top. Pfeiffer out there as well. Dan Williams on that crease on the right side. Left side, Jordan Dance and Davis. So a strong left side, strong right side. Good skip, no look pass, knocked down with the shot clock winding down. Estrat battles for it, and the Express have to look to get it over the timeline, and they do. So a good defensive stand there on the first possession for Brampton. They'll go to work with Jonah Beam shorthanded. Power with a good cross check. And now it's Geoffroy. Geoffroy will spin, look to burn some clock. He'll flip that in the corner with 10 on the shot clock. Scooped up by Bailey Brown. And he'll zip the outlet. And away come the Monarchs with 1:05 to go in the power play. Jordan Dance half board left side. He'll wait for Davis. Those two will work the two-man game. And Follows now. So a little bit of a different look. Follows was usually sitting in that shooter spot. Good overhand from Dance, but a better save from Dunkerley. And back come the Express over the timeline, Jonah Beam. Beam will pull it up. He'll wait for assistance. Sutherland here. Good speed and an explosive first step as Ethier's on him. 30 seconds left in the man. Short, quick shot wide of the mark. Rebound. And Williams now is going to try to capitalize in transition. Thinks better of it. Good defensive rotation and change by the Express. And now it's Jordan Dance. Finally get that skip pass across. Keep working it back to back. Working right side. I'm not sure where Pfeiffer was thinking. Played to Karen perfectly, though. Dance is going to go for the dunk. And they're going to say he had the toe on the line.
His stick also made contact with the net.
You called it, partner, as the Express net killed that first penalty of the game. And we're back now to 5-on-5. Just over 11 minutes to go here, first quarter. Cody Menzies looking for Chullen. They'll swing it around to the left side for Jaminski. Jaminski, that one ricochets, and a good job by Bailey Brown. He was definitely awake, had his morning coffee, and now the Monarchs will work it in the offensive end. Working one-on-one, taking it strong. Good save, Dunkerley. As a good opportunity in tight. And in transition, quick, good hard hit. Power colliding, and just a little bit too aggressive, will give the possession to the Express. Nolan Power certainly involved in the contact, likes the contact. Sutherland will swing it around. They'll start things on that right side. Ryan Campbell swing it to the left to Joffroy. Joffroy will size it up, look for a screen. Well far away. The rebound, good attempt there by Sam Postma. Good to see him back in the lineup. And now the Monarchs will lug it over the timeline. Dance, Beams on him. Jonah Beam working a stick work. Jordan Dance, great hands. Great save by Dunkerley on a beauty shot from Dance. Fresh clock, and it's Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer, good inside-out move. Horsley stayed right with him. Davis will swing it around to Dance. Dance now looking for an opening. Plenty of time. Heavy on that screen and roll. Ball loose in the corner, and in trouble there is Tanner Buck. Bucks weaves his way out of that, gets it over. Pfeiffer underhand. Dunkerley save. Ball loose. Davis, just a little too much. Davis is going to go to the box, and doesn't matter when a guy's in a vulnerable position like that, Blair. It doesn't matter. It only takes a little bit of a nudge.
No, it's you're right, especially when you're leaning down for the ball. But he did a good job. He patted him on the back. You know, that's the kind of thing you like to see. Like, yeah, you want to be competitive, but being competitive and being dumb are two different things.
Nothing wrong with having some respect for your
You're
opponent
right.
and respect for the game, and that's what we like to see. So first power play opportunity for the Express here. Joffroy out there on that left side with Jaminski. Ryan Campbell at the top quarterbacking and not able to connect. Battling for it, and Toronto now going to have to hustle, get it over the timeline, and they do a good job of doing just that. McDonald. Good defensive presence, and over and back. So McDonald does a great job, forces the turnover. And Mason Kaminga, unlike him, to cough it up. Express now back to work. Minute 20 to go in the man advantage. Just under 9 minutes to go here, opening quarter. Campbell at the top will swing it around. Has Sutherland over on that right side, working with Cody Menzie. And Sutherland, that's a bullet. Sidearm. 1-0 Express.
And I can't say it enough. Toronto is very good at it. Brampton's done a great job of it on their first power play. You gotta keep the ball moving, and that's exactly what Brampton did. I mean, between Sutherland and Campbell, they moved the ball back and forth, and as Campbell was taking the pass, he was backing up, sucking the top left-hand guy on the box to him.
That's 11th goal of the season for Sutherland, his first of the game. And back to work on offense now with Cody Menzies. 8.5 to go here. Chellin and Menzies working two-man on that right side. Kick it back over, Gage Board. Board looking for a screen. That one wide of the mark. Rebound picked up by the Monarchs, and they'll move it up over the timeline. Trying to take advantage of it and looking as follows as the trailer follows. Wrong stick side, inside out. Good save, Dunkerley. Follows will pick that up on the reset. Fresh clock for the Monarchs. Keep an eye. Henry Follows. He's quick. He's slippery. And that attempt wide of the mark. And countering the other way are the Express. Duncan Cart with the silent E. He'll hold it. He's going to wait for some offense. Working one-on-one. Good move. Kicks it back out. And they'll swing it around to Seamus Shanahan. My apologies to the Shanahan family. Calling him Seamus all this years. And it's Seamus, so shame on me.
No
That's
comment.
fixed. Campbell. Good cut. Goes to the bounce. Big save, Bailey Brown. Brown with the outlet. So a 1-0 game, and the reason it is just that is because these two netminded. Dan Williams out of the back door. That was a beauty and a sensational feed from Mitch Zulian. And just like that, the Monarchs have tied this game up.
Great look by Goulian for that pass. The mistake was made by Brampton getting themselves looking at the ball, not picking up the guy coming down the slot. And he walked right down Broadway, and he had nobody in front of him. but the goaltender.
Dan Williams with his 11th of the season. Good head of steam. Gage board. Chance, and he responds. So answer me this. Gage Board, the veteran, took an outstanding pass from Nick Volkov, who has certainly been a power of strength in this Arena Lacrosse League in his first season, and the Express regained the lead.
There's still nothing that can beat ball possession, and when you can take face-offs and just about guarantee yourself a win, guess what? That makes a big difference.
Gage Board with the goal, picks up his 8th of the season, and that's going to take us to our officials' timeout. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back. Back here after our media timeout, and of course during every media timeout, the officials do a stick check, random. And Blair, maybe just give us an idea. What are these officials looking for when they take those sticks over to the penalty box?
The two things they measure for is the length of the stick, because it can only be a certain length, and then it like shortness and long. They're checking for the depth of the pocket, whether the pocket can be, when the ball's turned over, whether it will fall out of the stick or the stick is pinched too much and holding it in.
Jordan Dance, what a move, following up another big save, Dunkerley. So Jordan Dance has been doing his thing, but Dunkerley has been up to the task up to this point. Dance again, skip pass around, Williams, another skip, quick stick, big save, Dunkerley got enough of that. Dance reset, and they're going to call for that reset. Davis unloads, rebound picked up, a shooting gallery there for Dunkerley, and he standing tall. And we may have ourselves another penalty as Jonah Beam is making that walk of shame to that penalty box.
Right now, one of the best things Toronto's been doing in their last game, and they've started it already, is that cross-crease pass. From up high or from down low, crease to crease, where the crease man is just stepping out enough, selling the shot, and giving them room for the almost an empty net.
So far, Toronto's been the master of the skip pass. As you can see, Pfeiffer Williams out there on that right side, and Jordan Dance not able to connect, and Estrat off to the races, dumps it off Gage Board. What a save, Bailey Brown. Stuck out that left arm and made a big stop there. Under 6 minutes to go here. Jordan Dance, quick stick, Dan Williams. Laying flat was Dunkerley. And I think the net got pushed just a bit, and Michael Pongetti out there as making the run and getting it over the timeline. Doing a good job, Pongetti, and now they'll set things up with Ryan Campbell. Campbell, minute 15 in the penalty. He's going to work some clock, 10 on the shot clock. Campbell's going to go for a little bit of a run, has Sutherland out there, skip it back over to Geoffroy. Geoffroy's going to do a loop. He'll wait, and it's knocked down. Picked up, and Gay will find Dance, and Dance will set things up with just under a minute to go in a man advantage. This game, Blair, may come down to special teams, as evenly matched as these two squads are. Dance, skip, Williams, give and go, follows up the middle, couldn't pocket that pass. Loose now on the carpet in the half circle. And a whole lot going on. Dunkerley will take that. And trying to weave his way through two. And doing just that was Volkov. Great job by Volkov. Get it over the timeline. 20 seconds to go in the penalty. Sutherland. He's going to do some dipsy-doodle Pfeiffer on him. Menzies trails out late. 7 on the shot clock. Sutherland's going to try to get it away. Dumps it off. Jaminski tried to go over with the swim. Now in transition, a chance here for D'Amico. Thinks better of it. Pulls it out. Pfeiffer will set it up. Penalty over. Good kill by the Express. And Toronto again on offense. Bounce shot. Dunkerley. Big save. Rebound. Great job by Jonah Beam. As Jordan Dance was sniffing on that doorstep. Pfeiffer Again, Dunkerley stuck out that left arm, and that'll be a violation, and it'll keep things right here with the Monarchs.
Big difference from the last game we did with the Monarchs where they went 9 for 9, the 0 for 2.
Kuchi Nakamura out there. Good to see him in the lineup. That flip will go errant. And all the way back on D will go Tanner Buck, and the Monarchs will look to send their defensive unit out there. But in the meantime, between time, Brock Boyle is getting called for, looks like a slash. And again, for the third time in the game, the Monarchs will go back to work with a man advantage, 0 for 2 on the power play. But Blair, you got to figure
can't
the
keep
Express are,
fate.
they're living on borrowed time with that.
You can't tip fate the way these guys are doing it right now.
This time, Dance at the top, his underhand, board. Great lead pass up to Istrat. Istrat will gobble that up before it hits the boards. Trailing board, give and go. Oh, it's a beauty, give and go, and that's a shorty. Oh my, Penn Estrat on the receiving end, and you got to give credit to the crafty veteran Gage Board. Read that, give and go, and boy, finished that off.
Board started it, led him down the floor. Estrad picked up the ball, fed it back to Board. The Monarchs got caught trying to send a guy to the bench. The other guy had to turn to take Board coming down the middle. He fed it right back to Estrad, put it a two-man game.
Well, you talk about hustle, Gage Board, both ends of the carpet.
Yep.
And
both
that's
of them.
that's what you want from your captain, leading by example. Monarchs with 1:25 in the power play. Looking for something here, working around. And, hey, they've done pretty good, these Monarchs. They've gotten lots of shots, Blair, but I tell you that Cameron Dunkerley's on his game today. Right off the bat. Rebound playing to Karam, trying to get it up. Going to have to hurry. Knocks it over the timeline, and it's Volkov. 2-on-1 with Board. Volkov steered aside, Bailey Brown. Rebound is picked up and moved up by Kaminga.
You got to feed that ball over there. Maybe get it back. Give it early, get it back.
Follows out there with Tanner Buck on that left side. Pfeiffer, Williams shot. Great save by the D. No reset on the clock, 10 on the shot clock. Swing it down. Buck, Pfeiffer, two-man. Buck sizing it up, his underhands wide of the mark. Going to have to hurry, 3 seconds. Pfeiffer lets it go on target as there are just 30 seconds left in the man short, and it's Duncan Cart on the outlet. Campbell, one-on-one, think better of it. He'll peel off. Chullen comes in late, and they'll get the rest of their offense out there with 15 seconds to kill. Campbell going to try to split two in Kaminga and Zulian, and Kaminga all over Ryan Campbell, and should, as the penalty almost over and it's dying seconds. Dance.
All he was trying to do right there was kill the penalty, use the 30-second.
Just trying to kill some time there as Nakamura will find Pfeiffer, looks to set a screen, skip over, Dance with Cart on him. Dance looking for an opening. Great stick check. Great work, and the Express now will get it over the timeline. Some outstanding defense. Draminsky comes in as looked like Jordan Medeiros stepped into one. No reset on the clock. So Menzies now will swing it. Joffroy will settle things down. On the curl, Sutherland left that stick hanging out. It got taken from him. And a good job, headman, to Eklund. Dump it off. Ethier, he'll peel out, has Williams coming late, nothing doing, no numbers. Great defense by the Express with 40 seconds to go here, quarter number one. Davis, Pfeiffer, kick over Williams. Looking for the skip, nothing doing. Buck. One-on-one with Horsley, 5 on the shot clock. Buck's got to take it. Flip up. Follows with a great chance there on the flip. Big save by Dunkerley. Here come the Express in transition. Board. Dump over. Campbell, the finish. Oh, baby. 1-2, back of the net.
Gage Board right now is playing the best game I've seen him play this year. He had that ball. He never broke stride. Brampton did a great job getting a guy to the bench, which allowed Ryan Campbell to get down the floor, created the 2-on-1, and Board waited till the last second to draw the guy to him and dumped it off.
Ryan Campbell with his first of the game, 14th of the season. And it's a 4-1 lead for the Express, and they have been very efficient offensively, and defensively it's been tight. They've gotten outstanding goaltending in the first 15, and back to work here on offense. Beam knocks it down. Sutherland sizing it up. Game clock just 3. Bailey Brown getting it done and going to run out of time. So 15 in the books. 4-1 for the home side. We'll be back with quarter number 2 after this. Back here at Memorial Arena in Brampton, Ontario, as we get set for quarter number 2. Lance Wynn alongside Blair Campbell. Glad you can join us, as this is a matchup between the second place and third place teams. Of course, Brampton comes in with a 4-1 record. Lost a tough one last week to Oshawa. That's their first loss of the season. When you look at Toronto, they are sitting in third spot with a 3-2 record. They are coming off a tough loss to the Six Nations Snipers. So both these two teams here looking to rebound. First quarter to the Express, a well-played first quarter, and now we're back at it here in the second, and right off the bat, Brampton picking up possession. Who else? Gage Board. Estrak got a step, goes to the bounce. Bailey Brown closed the wickets. Good job there, and Toronto now going to try to counter the other way with Ben Heidecker. Heidecker didn't see a defender in Jonah Beam. Hodgkins will swing it around, and it'll be Follows now. They'll dump it down in the corner to Dance. Dance on the give and go, trying to flip that up top. Was Dan Williams. Nothing doing, no reset, 5 on the shot clock. Dance has a step on the run, off the post and out, so that looks like there's going to be a penalty call, and that's going to be Duncan Cart with the extra E headed to the penalty box. So once again, Monarchs back to work on the power play, 0 for 3, and they've given up a shorthanded marker. But a chance here for Toronto to get something going here with the man advantage.
There's been a lot of illegal cross-checks called in this league so far this year.
Well, you got to figure guys got to get back to the basics. Playing to Karam and off to the races is Istrat. He has been a problem here. Looking for Board. Probably should have taken that shot on his right stick-hand side, but instead Pfeiffer will counter the other way. And you can see Gage Board just slowing up Kuminga just a little. Williams walking in, and a beauty disguise. So Pfeiffer gives his team a lift with his 13th of the season, comes via the power play, and more importantly, that cuts the deficit to 4-2.
Technically, it was a power play. I wouldn't really call that setup as a power play. He just basically got down there. I think Gage Board was completely out of gas and couldn't get in the way of the shot. But it was he played it great.
So why don't you call it a power play?
Let's just say they didn't get set up.
Right.
But he made a great one of those shots where you go from low to high.
Right. Thomas McDonald sends that over to Beam. Beam plays the carom. He'll kick it back out, and they'll slow things up with Chullen. Under 13 and a half to go, second quarter. 4-2 lead, Brampton. Sutherland weaving through, looking for an opening. Good D extending out, and Jerminski does a good job to try and slip that one through the wickets. Bailey Brown, though, certainly aware of that scenario and closed it up. Toronto now with Davis. Davis will swing it over. Tanner Buck working one-on-one. Buck tucks that back in. Jordan Ackey on him. Buck had it, lost it, didn't have it, doesn't have it. Loose on the carpet, picks it up. Buck, good underhand. Good save by Dunkerley. Scooped up, though. And Pfeiffer now. And under no circumstance can you set a screen like that, Nakamura. Possession the other way to Brampton. Kick over. They'll set it up with Postma. Postma out there working with Board and Menzies. Campbell bails him out. Kick it out. 10 on the shot clock. Postma trying to turn the corner. Ran out of real estate. Good D by Pfeiffer. And now the Monarchs will bring it out over the timeline. Williams. Dan Williams has 2 on him. Takes a check, kicks it out, follows, swing it around Davis. Kick back to the right side. Inside out, slipped through, but wide of the net. And the Express now looking to pick that up. It's Beam. He'll move it up. Cart swims his way to create some space. Dangerous by the line. Tried to get it to Chullen and then lost it. Mitch Zulian, and he's got speed. Zulian goes to the far side. Big save, Dunkerley. Aaron Walker sized it up instead. Good job of scooping that up by Julian Gay. And Jordan Dance will give his team another full possession here on offense. Buck, card on him, gets a screen underhand. Dunkerley right where he should be, takes it off the logo, and a good outlet will send the Express over the timeline. Volkov hesitate, good speed, but too much bounce to his ounce, and that's a hook if I ever seen one. Blair, I don't know about you.
100%, and it's also not a smart shot. That's when there's 25 seconds to go on the clock. You got to pull that out and set it up.
So you heard it from the resident expert. Get it in gear, Volkov, my man, as trying to get that shot off was Follows. And Estrat now on the move. Has Medeiros with him. Jordan Medeiros inside out. Great swarming D by the Monarchs as they close off that opportunity in a hurry and force the turnover. So a good job defensively by the Monarchs as they step it up. A chance here, wide open Pfeiffer down low. 1-2, Dan Williams. You can't give him that kind of time, Blair. He's going to bury it every time.
No, not only that, you had a very bad play by one of the forwards from Brampton. Never should have came to the bench. Should have stayed going back, kept it that way. Monarchs had numbers like that when you're 4-on-1 is going to score pretty much every time.
Dan Williams with his second of the game. 12th goal of the season. And off the draw, Beam. He comes away with it, beating Heidecker, and the flip now will work to Campbell. Campbell will pull it back out. Sutherland. 4-3 game here. Chullen looking for an opening. The screen, kicked it back out. Joffroy gets a good screen from Board, lets it go. Bailey Brown scoops that up. And a good outlet. And Kaminga's going to try to run under it. Does just that. Mason Kaminga's going to waits for the offense. And we're under 10 minutes to go here, first half. Williams thinks better of it. Swing it down to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer will work it to Follows on the left side. They'll work the 2-man game. Jordan Dance waiting on the interchange, the screen. Good beauty play. What a play by the Monarchs. We're tied at 4.
And I'm not sure who the player was on Brampton. Aki got caught turning his back and not following the play. He got caught. They threw the ball behind the net, and his man broke by him, which was Dance. From behind the net to Dance one time in the net.
Jordan Dance with his 8th goal of the season, first here in this game. And sometimes, Blair, that's just crafty veterans understand you're very difficult to defend when you're moving. And that was the case as Jordan Dance sort of lulled everyone asleep in that corner and then went to work, didn't stop. Campbell looking for the dump off. Eklund had it momentarily. Jaminski will pick it up. Sends it to Sutherland. 5 on the shot clock on the run. That's wide of the mark. That's going to go over the timeline. And Eklund now stops 3-on-3. Davis is going to tee it up. That goes off the butt of a stick. And loose. Williams battling in there for it. It's picked up by the Express. In transition. Chullen, 2-on-1 instead. Horsley takes it. Brown will pick it up. And a good outlet pass. That's going to be a penalty to the Express. And Toronto going to try to set it up here. Net empty at the other end with the extra attacker. Under 8.5 to go here. Follows out there. They'll filter out with 6. Swinging around. Pfeiffer looking for something. Dumps it off. Follows. Has Dance in the middle. Goes to the underhand. That would have been a tough play had Dance even have gotten that in that dotted half circle.
Roger, I've seen you call some penalties before, but I think that one was a little bit weak. The goaltender was making the pass, and he followed through and hit the stick.
No.
It's still goaltender interference.
That's
no
right. That's right. I don't even want to hear it. I don't even, nah. If you touch the goalie's stick when he's in the crease, it's a penalty. I don't know what else, how much clearer we have to be, Mr. Campbell.
Well,
Quick stick by Dance. Davis had it, got knocked away. Straddled the line, good call by the officials. Follows setting things up. Minute 40 to go. Monarchs will give everyone a touch. Good no look. Davis on that crease. Back to Williams. Swing it up. Pfeiffer looking for it. No look. Davis, no look down low. Williams tried to tuck it same side. Dunkerley. Reset. Fresh clock. Davis. Good stick check there, but Follows will bail him out. And he'll look to zip something over to Dance. Dance. Kick it back. Williams on that, gapping that right shooter, sniffs his way in. No look, and almost a beauty fitter. And again, that was a for sure. So a good job picking up the rebound and making sure that was in there. And the Monarchs now with their first lead of this game.
I'm not even 100% sure that Dunkerley had all his equipment on. He had both gloves on the ground, his stick on the ground. But, pure concentration on the part from the Monarchs by following that ball off the rebound twice.
Parker Pfeiffer, good job there, his second of the game. He's got 14 goals in the season. And Toronto with their first lead of this one, 5-4. Volkov, he'll pull that back out to Chullen. Seems like the momentum has swung just a bit in favor of Toronto, as the Express have gotten into some penalty trouble and given the Monarchs an opportunity. That pass goes errant. Brown will pick it up, and he'll look to send it. And he'll get it over the timeline with under 7 minutes to go. Pfeiffer takes a good hard whack. He'll try the curl around, does the under move, and kick it out. Looking for Dance. Jordan Dance. Under 10 on the shot clock. He's going to spin and move. He's tricky. Quick shot off on while fallen. Gets back up. Gets his own rebound. Spins. Gets another shot off. And that'll be a violation, possession the other way. And that will take us to our second officials timeout. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back with more the second quarter. After our immediate timeout, 5-4, the Monarchs leading this one, as they've come back with 4 unanswered goals here. Express trying to find something going. Postma with a shot. Brown looking for the outlet. And they'll get it to Power. He'll get it over the timeline. Looking for Follows. Good decision. And Williams now will set things up as we creep toward the 6-minute mark. Buck, 2-man game. McDonald has cross-check in the back, a little embellishment from Buck. Davis zips a pass across on the skip. Behind the net. Dance goes to the other side. Dunkerley read it. No crease call. And now it's Gage Board. Had Menzies. Menzies couldn't pocket that pass. Gets bailed out by Chullen. Joffroy, backhand pass, gets his own rebound. And Kuminga takes him to the boards. Menzies, 10 on the shot clock. Skip it back. Board, down low, looking for Shanahan. Shanahan's going to have to battle one-on-one, and a good job with some stick work by Mitch Zulian. Zulian in trouble. Should have taken it right over the timeline when he had a chance, but No substitute for speed as those quick feet got him into the offensive end with 5 minutes to go. Dance will set it up with follows. Monarchs with the momentum here. Looking for an opening, get a screen. Big shot, well wide of the mark on the bounce from Patrick Thompson. And that'll go all the way, and Pungetti will pick that up. And the Express now will try their luck here on offense. Got into a bit of a lull here as they have not scored in this quarter. Sutherland gets a step, goes to the far side, and just like that, on cue, we're tied at 5.
Nice ball movement all the way around on that. They kept the ball to the outside, allowed him to cut to the middle, and he made a great shot, picked the far side. Beautiful play.
Sutherland with his second of the game. He's got an even dozen on the season. And a much-needed goal for the Express as Beam off the draw is going to get a chance here. Jonah Beam off the post. Board will track down the rebound, so Brampton will get another chance on offense here with under 4.5 to go. Joffroy will filter out there with Campbell. And they'll swing it down to Menzies. Kick out, Board on the curl. Board tried to get a shot off, did wide of the mark. Rebound, Karam, Joffroy had it, and now a chance here for the Monarchs. Good D by Medeiros. Ethier sends it over, and whoa. Guess who? Mason Kaminga. Whoa. Where have you been? Transition marker, 6-5 Monarchs.
That is what you call picking a corner. That ball was literally in a 3-by-3 spot.
I'm not sure Cameron Dunkerley expected Mason Kaminga to take that shot. And I'm sure he didn't expect it to be pinpointed in that top corner and like it was.
I don't care if he expected it or not. That's a tough shot to stop.
Couldn't agree with you more. 6-5, Toronto back out in front here as Horsley will curl out. He'll retreat to the bench, and they'll swing it around to Jerminski. He'll set it up. Back and forth we go. Cody Menzies looking for an opening, gets a screen. Chellin on the roll, takes the pass. Chellin going to have to kick it over left side. Looking down low to Menzies. Couldn't connect. Bailey Brown will gobble that up. And away goes Hodgkins and the Monarchs. Toronto in the offensive end. They'll kick it back out to Davis. Davis now swing it back to Williams, right side. Williams now looking for an opening, gets a screen, dumps it back. Dance going to take that bounce shot. Dunkerley right where he should be to make that save. Good outlet pass, and the Express now will go back to work on offense. Sutherland to filter. Quick shot off the post. That will go up and out of play. So Brampton has done that a couple times now where they have waited just a minute and filtered that last guy out offensively to cut up the middle. Last time it resulted in a goal. This time they draw iron. On the flip, Sutherland quick shot. Bailey Brown right there. Aaron Walker runs into 2 and popped out of his stick. They want a back in call.
Should have been.
And Toronto now. Good job defensively by Brampton, and looking back up, sending it netminder to netminder. And right now, Toronto now is going to regroup with 2:20 to go.
The difference right now, when Toronto loses the ball, they get their defense out. When they get it back, they get their offense out. Brampton's not doing that. They're letting their defensive guys play in the offensive zone. They got to start getting off the floor.
Well, Dan Williams said you can put on some D, but I got some O. A big goal from Williams. And the largest lead of the game now, 7-5 for Toronto.
And how many times have we seen this Toronto team make that quick stick across the floor and bang in the net? They're using it to perfection.
Well, you've got some hands guys, the All-State Good Hands team. Between Follows, Buck, Dance, you look out there and boy, those guys can do some stick work. And Brampton now trying to get on track here. We are at the 2-minute mark. Jermitsky will slide over to that left side, and they'll work things on the right. Screen and roll. Chellin, kick over, swing around. Behind the net. Looking for an opening. Kick out and couldn't connect. Gillis with his shot. That's going to go off the post, so stay right here. Possession to the Express. Jordan Gillis with a good bounce shot, and you're right, you can see the Brampton lineup a little different offensively each and every time down. Different story for the Monarchs. That sidearm off the post. So drawing a whole lot of iron, or the Express not finding a lot of mesh here. As Chellin and Menzies, nothing doing on that. Toronto going to pick that back up, and a delay of game call is going to send another one from Brampton into that penalty box.
It's going to Hodgkins.
Well, so a delay of game call then to Matt Hodgkins will give the Express just their second power play opportunity of the game. They're 1 for 1. So a tough call, but crew chief Roger Nurse, he ain't having it. Don't touch that ball after the whistle's gone. And the rules are the rules. Campbell out there swinging around. Sutherland. And they'll get a feel on that right side. Kick it back. Interchange on the left. Sutherland. Sidearm, ill-advised. He was off balance. Quick down low. 1-2. And a big save, Bailey Brown. He did the splits. What a great save by Brown. Ethier now will tiptoe over the line. 50 seconds left here and a half. He'll hold it, and Kuminga will work at that timeline and go for a jog. 15 on the shot clock. 35 on the game clock. Flip around, picked off. Here come the Express, looking for something late here. On the run. Pongetti. He'll put on the brakes behind the net. Look to kick it around. 20 seconds on the game clock. Just over a minute left in the power play. Express got to go to work. Up, down, off the pipe again. 4 posts this period. And got to hurry with 10 on the game clock. Brampton. And timeout's going to be called as everyone on that Brampton bench was yelling for time with 7.5 seconds to go. And that will give us an opportunity here, Blair, to discuss a little strategy. So you're Brampton now, you're down 2. You got the man advantage, 7.5. Are you pulling your goalie for the extra attack?
I don't think there's any ifs, ands, or buts about it. And I think what you got to do is you got to have somebody with a good stick. Now, I don't know whether it's Ryan Campbell, whether it's Sunderland. It can even be Dremetsky in the middle.
Okay.
And when you get that guy in the middle, you want to make sure he draws somebody to him, because if they don't draw him to him, you've got 3 guys in there that are great stick man, and you dump the ball into them. If they draw somebody to him from the crease, you feed the crease man that the guy came from.
Now, what are you doing defensively? If they have a man parked in the middle, how do you defend that?
If you've got a man parked in the middle, you've got to go 2-1-2. You can't go 1-2-2. You've got to go 2-1-2. So you've got that guy in the middle on the guy in the middle.
And here we go. Campbell at the top. They'll work that left side. Quick look over to Sutherland. Can't connect. And that looks like that's going to be the end of the first 30 minutes here. So 2 quarters are in the books. The Monarchs hold a 7-5 lead. We will be back with third quarter action after a short break. We're all locked and loaded for third quarter action here. And as the teams get set to go, Blair, let me just ask you, give me some of your thoughts on the first 30 minutes.
Well, the first 30 minutes, it's been basically a tale of 2 halves. Because Brampton started out playing extremely well, closing down, getting through the middle, great defense. Second half, The Monarchs took over, started getting their offense out, started getting their offense going, started shutting down the defense. That's basically the difference in the game right now. And Brampton has to get back. If they want to stay in this game, they've got to get back to the way they played the first 4 or 5 minutes of this game.
So there you have it. 43 seconds left in the Toronto penalty. So you got to figure that off the draw here, if the Express can get possession and can get some effective shots, that it would go a long way momentum-wise for giving them maybe that start they need, the same start they had when they came out flying in the first quarter.
This is a big 43 seconds for Brampton right now. If they can get it to within 1, it's going to make a big difference to them.
Of course, Brampton led 4-1 after 1, trailing 7-5 at the half. Now for the third, Jonah Beam, masterful in that circle, gets possession, and Sutherland now will set it up. 35 seconds left in the man advantage. Campbell will float his way out there at the top, and he'll work it to Geoffroy on the left side. Around the horn it goes, and looking back one more time. Sutherland couldn't pocket that pass. Kaminga all over him. Campbell with 10 on the shot clock, dumps it. Jaminski wide of the net. That's going to go up and out of play, and possession is going to go to the Monarchs. And Sutherland close to a delay of game call, but managed to get it off, and now it's Tanner Buck. 5 now left in the penalty. Penalty over now. Toronto back to full strength. Pfeiffer out there with Williams. Buck working on that left side. Interchange. Pfeiffer looking to send it through a screen. Had Follows cutting through. No reset, and a reset's called. Fresh clock. Now quick shot. Big save by Dunkerley. Stuck out that right shoulder and made a sweet stop there. Pick up Buck. He'll get it to Aaron Walker. Walker now. He'll flip. He'll retreat. On comes Davis. Big Davis. He'll flow down to that left side. Looking to turn the corner. Follows. Kick it back out. 10 on the shot clock. Big shot by Buck. But again, Dunkerley right there. Going to be a penalty now to the Express. Looks like it's going to be an illegal cross check, and it's going to go to Duncan Cart.
That is not going to help Brampton get back into this game. They've got to stay out of the proverbial sin bin.
1 for 5 are the Monarchs with the man advantage. They've scored once. They've also given up a shorthanded marker.
Did you ever think you'd be saying that this year?
No, I didn't. As Follows. Inside out, but he loses it. Estrat now he's going to go off to the races. Has Board with him. Right stick side. Goes to the shot, and it filters its way in. Bailey Brown didn't even see that. It trickled in. Another shorthanded goal for the Brampton Express.
Well, I was about to say something to the effect of, you know what, slow it down, take your time, but, man, he managed to pick a spot. Good foot speed, just basically outran the defender.
Penn Estrad with his second of the game. And, boy, those shorthanded goals are tough to swallow if you are the Monarchs coaching staff.
Especially when you're used to going like 9 out of 10 on your power play.
Off the draw, Sutherland dodging and weaving. Hodgkins hot on his tail. He gives it off, and it's Volkov. Minute and a half left in the penalty. Volkov's going to work some clock here. 15 on the shot clock. He's going to go for a bit of a run. Bulls his way in with a stiff arm. Has it taken away. Good handy work there by Thompson, but he gives it right back. It goes over the timeline and back. Gage Board will pick it up. And Board now with a chance to burn some more clock with just over a minute to go in the penalty. Chellin. Chellin's going to wait again. This time it's Power chasing him down. Chellin work it down to 10. In some trouble here. He takes 2 hard hits. And the Monarchs force a turnover and get it into the offensive end. And Looks like you're going to have a looks like the Monarchs are going to be penalized this time. And it looks like Matt Hodgkins is going to go for roughing. So Hodgkins puts an end to.
He also picked up a second for unsportsmanlike.
So too much jawing, and if you know Roger Nurse, you know that he doesn't really have an ear for that. So roughing and a sportsmanlike. 4 minutes for Hodgkins, and a chance here for the Express now to get back in this. 41 seconds to kill, and after that they'll go back on the power play. Geoffroy, 4-on-4. Sutherland looking for an opening. Tried to feed that to Postma, nothing doing there. And Campbell trying to turn the corner, but Kaminga is a defensive demon. Good turn there. Postma ducks 1-2. Postma! Sammy P getting the job done. And boy, they're happy to have him back in the lineup.
And that doesn't take anything off of the penalty either. And
so a good individual effort by Sam Postma. We've been waiting for him to get on track.
And that's the way you tie the game up and get yourself back into it.
So in a blink of an eye here with 11:51 to go in this third quarter, we're tied at 7. 17 seconds left in the Brampton penalty. Just over 3.5 in the 2 minor penalties to Hodgkins, and Brampton off the draw again, and it's Draminsky. He's going to wait. They'll set things up. They're going to let that penalty expire, and Cart's going to hustle his way, and now for 3 minutes, 15 seconds, the Express will be on the power play. Board. Campbell on that left side. Skip past Sutherland. Gets a screen from Cullen, and Sutherland with the finish. The Express back on top, leading this one 8-7.
Between Gage Board and Ryan Campbell, they are doing such a good job of reading the other side of the floor and getting the ball to the right people. And that was an absolutely great play by Sutherland for that goal. Just took it low, stepped around, and Brampton's got a 1-goal lead and stays on the power play.
So Sutherland with his third of the game, and the Express have regained the lead with 1:50 to go here in this minor penalty. So a double minor to Matt Hodgkins. Cost 1 goal, and now back to work as Bailey Brown looking behind him, had it, and now the Monarchs will try to work and kill some of that clock with Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer working with Jordan Dance. Dance has McDonald marking him. McDonald's going to shade. Horsley in the background. Williams going to try to get on a loose ball. Said the Express work hard, and they pick it up, and it's Horsley. Horsley's going to peel out, and with 1:15 to go, he will let the offense go to work here. So a chance for the Express to add to their tally, and it's Geoffroy working on that left side. Jaminski, no look, looking for Sutherland, creeping in on that right side. Ryan Campbell, Sutherland's going to step into one. That's wide of the mark. Jaminski picks that up, flip back out quick. Chelland wasn't expecting it, and it's a violation, and off to the races is Kaminga. Kaminga teetering on that timeline, does a good job to spin away, gets it to Davis. Davis will kick it out now, and it's Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer gets a step on Board. Board, great recovery. They'll pull it back out and a skip pass over to the left. Dipsy Doodle follows. Good hesitation. Mangetti all over him. 3 on the shot clock. That one by Williams on target. Easy save by Dunkerley. And now the Express with 15 seconds left. Sutherland going to try to go for it. Goes for the underhand. Bailey Brown. And a good job by Kaminga to fish that out, and they'll get it over the timeline. Good hesitation. Ethier tries the inside out, stopped by Dunkerley. Ball loose in the corner, and Brampton will come away and look to move it up. McDonald, he'll wait. Cody Menzies will take that flip out there with Gage Board. Seamus Shanahan, and they'll work it to Jaminski. Doesn't see power, does late, holds on to it, tries to go for the dunk. Good job, Bailey Brown. Stuck that left arm out right along the crossbar and made the save. Hodgkins bounces off a check from Cart. Dance, going to try to speed around that corner. Puts on the brakes. 2 on him. Try that stick check. Dance gets it overhand. Stopped, though, by Dunkerley. Dunkerley now will look to send it away, and he does. Bean. 1-2 Joffroy. What a save, Bailey Brown. Getting it done, keeping his team in it with under 8.5 to go here, third quarter. Tanner Buck. Takes a couple hits, bounces off one, has Jordan Aki and Salfish on him. Aki has it. Good job defensively as laid the lumber down. And the Express now work it half boards. Sutherland, right side. Power, chasing, flip back. Gillis looking for Menzies. Overload on the right. Again, Sutherland on the run. Bullet! Zach Sutherland getting it done. 9-7 Brampton.
I don't know. I don't know what to say. I mean, you gotta give the guy credit for the shot. That was an absolutely perfect shot. But again, 35, 40 feet out. It's one of those that, in my mind, I think Brown should have been stepping out a little bit to take the angle down a little bit. But you got to give the shooter the credit when he can pick a shot like that. And right now, Brampton's doing a good job picking the defense apart and getting into the spots where they can get the shots away.
Sutherland with 4 goals in this game. And Mason Kaminga doing a great job, working hard. He'll flip, and they'll have to hurry to get over the timeline. Williams, good job. Dump it down right side. Pfeiffer takes that bounce, goes off the post, and out of play. Possession will stay right here. 7:33 to go. Williams, wrong stick side. Sutherland, one of those players that can really shoot the ball on the run. And that's a real talent. Looking for that quick transition. Gage Board. What a beauty. Toss from Dunkerley. Lobbed it beautifully right into the pocket. But Board wide of the mark. Possession back the other way to Toronto. Buck zips it over. Dance looking for an opening. They've done a good job containing him today. Williams, zip out, quick shot. Buck, good save, Dunkerley. And now Brampton going to move it up. Tough pass as that one goes awry. And it'll get zipped back in the offensive end by Brown. Davis now will work with Buck. Williams filtering in late. Looking for Nakamura. Nothing doing there. Pfeiffer, skip pass across. Buck. Estrad on him. Buck. Good hesitation. Tries that dunk move from behind. Nothing doing. Dunkerley now. And it appears the Express have settled down just a bit here until Buck. 1-2 off the crossbar. That's 5 crossbars in the last quarter and a bit that the Monarchs have rung. Just haven't been able to get that mesh. Good no-look skip. Pfeiffer. He's going to try to spin off Volkov, get a shot off. Volkov, good strength as he extended that cross-check. Pfeiffer still digging, does a great job. Tries to wrap around. What a great effort by Pfeiffer. Man, oh man, persistence paying off.
I think Dunkerley right now is questioning the referee like, he hit my stick in the crease, but it's not going to do anything. Great effort by Pfeiffer to pick that ball, hug that crease, and come around the side.
Third of the game for Pfeiffer, and I don't think Dunkerley really has a case. what he should do is maybe let his defense know they need to be a little tighter. And with 5:51, it's a one-goal game, 9-8 Express. Off the draw, Beam, great move to get away from Hodgkins, but Zulian is going to go in alone. Got the speed, wide of the mark. Ball up in the air, loose. D'Amico battling for it. Hodgkins keeps it on this side, takes a hit from Board. Hodgkins tries to get it over, does a good job to get it to Ethier. Ethier. Good composure by the Monarchs to Williams. 5 on the shot clock. Williams tiptoeing around that crease and tiptoed, caught some of that white. And that's going to take us with 5:19 to our officials' timeout. We'll be back after this. Back here after our officials' timeout. Possession to the Express, and Zach Sutherland's going to work one-on-one, get it over the timeline, and Jaminski's going to assist him in that. 9-8 game, Express leading here. They'll work it around the horn. It's Menzies. Menzies looking for the screen and roll dump off, kick around left side. Ryan Campbell. Campbell sent it back to Sutherland. Zulian in there, and quick hands, quick feet. And Mitch Zulian's going to put on the Jets, get it over the timeline, and going to have to hurry because he is in some trouble, and a great heads-up play there. That's just good, smart defense from Jordan Medeiros. And possession back to the Express. Sutherland, half boards right side. 4:40 to go here. And you could see trying to fill that dotted half circle was Gillis. He'll get it up, and it's Jeff Roy. Jeff Roy will swing it around. Sutherland on the dump. That's a tough pass. Good job by Postma to hang on to it. 10 on the shot clock. Postma kick over Geoffroy through a crowd. Bailey Brown, good save. Zulian going to have to shuck and jive. Just dumps it out. And Pfeiffer now going to chase it in there with Volkov. Volkov, big, strong. He's going to come away with it, and he's going to move it up into the offensive end. Good job. Campbell, swing around. They'll kick it back out. Shanahan. Shanahan let that one go. Too much bounce on that bounce shot, and possession now to Kuminga and the Monarchs. Under 4 minutes to go here, third quarter. Henry follows. What a move. Hesitation, duck under. Man, with Cart on him, follows. Oh, he's got moves. Great hesitation. Kick out, swing around Williams.
He made two guys look bad at that.
He sure did. He put that. Follows on a good save by Dunkerley. So Follows is the only one that hasn't really found the mark here, and Gage Board. One-on-one with Gay. Board trying to do a loop, curls around. Stick check, protects. Good job. Finds a trailer and Chullen. Instead, it goes right to Brown. Brown now will move it up, and he'll get it to Power. Power looking, finds Davis, couldn't pocket that pass, and on the run now are the Express. Horsley jumps into the rush. Istrat, what a BB, but it went off the crossbar, off Brown's back, and Bailey Brown now with the outlet pass to Ethier. We're under 3 minutes here.
Wow. I thought that went in the net and come back off his back.
That was just a bullet. As Dance now working the left side. Has an opening, has room. Again, rung the bell there of Dunkerley, but the Express come out, and it's Volkov in all alone. Volkov wide of the mark. Rebound. Beam. Has Horsley. Dumps it over. Horsley wrong stick side. Nothing doing. Bailey Brown closed that. Volkov takes a hard hit from Hodgkins, but Beam bails him out, pulls it out. 20 on the shot clock. We're just over 2 minutes here in quarter number 3. Sutherland. Stop, drop, set up shop. Looking for an opening, swinging around to Campbell. Passed it to the wrong side. And now Eklund trying to weave. Only has a second. Just gets over the timeline, and he gets knocked back. Good D by the Express. And Sutherland now. You got to know, Blair, if you're tiptoeing along that timeline, you got to know that you got to go a little further than
it's
a
not
foot.
Not the place to stop. You got to get yourself a good 4 or 5 feet over top of that.
Joffroy looking for something. Go with to board. Give and go. Big save by Brown. Fresh clock here and through the crease the call.
Yep.
And possession will go to the Monarchs with under a minute and a half to go. So what a third quarter it's been for the Express. Monarchs now trying to answer. Williams, forced way out, gets it. Room here for Buck. Buck going to try to duck under, inside out. That goes up into the gondola with a minute 10 left. And Brampton now with possession, and it's Aki. Easily over the timeline. Gay on him. Aki will flip. Menzies now to work on O. We're into the final minute, quarter number 3. Postma looking for something. Swings it over to the left. And it's Menzies. Menzies. Gay on him, and Gay with some good D, but just a little bit much. Can't touch him when he's on the carpet. And Postma now will send it back up. Fresh clock here for Brampton. We're into 40 seconds on the game clock. Campbell steered aside. And good job to pick up his own rebound. And Ryan Campbell with just one goal in this game, but he's had to do a whole lot of other things. Postma trying to duck through. Splits 2. Gets it. Gillis shot wide of the mark. Rebound picked up. Tiptoe Kaminga. And a good outlet pass. Here come the Monarchs. Jordan Dance jumps into the rush. Dancer picks the corner. Transition lacrosse at its best. The Monarchs have tied it up 9-9.
Dance did a great job coming off that bench. Toronto did a great job getting a guy to the bench in order for him to do that. They actually had the wrong side shooter going out first, being Dance, but Dance did a great job going down the middle and going to his opposite side.
Well, Blair, you're always a stickler on that because you can't send an offensive player out till that defensive player gets to the bench.
That's
so
right.
If he doesn't hustle, you don't have the transition. So got to work two ways. So I know that you're an advocate on that, and that was a prime example of two guys doing what they're supposed to do.
It's like I've said before, you go on and off the floor with a purpose.
Shanahan with a quick shot. He gets ridden into the boards. 3 seconds on the game shot. Campbell lets it go. Was sighting a wicket, board. And that will do it. So how fitting. 3 quarters. We're tied at 9. We'll be back with the fourth after this. All locked and loaded here for the fourth quarter. And Blair, we look at the score, tied 9-9. Only fitting as this game has been a bit of a roller coaster ride. And what would you like to see first from Brampton in this fourth quarter?
Play the way you did in the first and the third. Right now, it's been Brampton first quarter, Toronto second quarter, Brampton third quarter. Let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens. And if you're Brampton, I bet you're trying to flip that for sure and build on the third quarter.
All I can say is it's a good thing our mics weren't on when that between periods was some of the stuff that was being said below us on the bench.
Yeah, and it wasn't said by you, so even so. Off the draw, Volkov digging in there, and Beam comes away with it. Estrat break it to the net. Not able to get it to him as that's a crease call. And Bailey Brown doing the job. Bailey Brown still in the net for the Monarchs. Cameron Dunkerley still between the pipes for the Express.
But that's something that Brampton's got to do if they want to get – they can't do that. They got to back out, take their time, get their offense out there and get it set up.
So it'll be Board now. He'll get it in the offensive end. They'll wait for the rest of their weapons to come on out. Jaminski will work that pass and get it back down the right side. Sutherland on the curl. Campbell, his shot wide of the mark. Does a good job, track it down. 5 in the shot clock, don't reset. Gets by Ethier, got to let it go on target. Takes a hit. Bailey Brown right there. And he'll fish it out of his gear. And here come the Monarchs now on offense. Follows. Been awfully quiet in this game, number 91. Davis, spin off. Ran out of room, Aki on him. Quick shot! Tanner, the buck stopping here. 10-9 Monarchs.
As much as I hate to say it, it was Dunkerley actually got caught leaning the wrong way. And Buck went top short side. And I think that Dunkerley thought he was going top far side. Good shot, though.
Great shot by Tanner Buck, his first of the game. And he's had a few opportunities. And that violation will give possession to the Express. Hodgkins on Volkov. That's a matchup of size right there. And Postman and Menzies on that right side. Kick over to the left. Shanahan. Kick over. Postma looking for an opening. Trying to turn the corner. Pfeiffer on him. Good reverse spin by Postma. But Bailey Brown has been on his game here today. Monarchs. Dipsy Doodle and Duncan Cart battling. A good job there by Cart with the extra E. And that's going to be possession to Brampton. Give credit to Duncan Cart. Great job defensively. And now the Express trailing by a goal. Ryan Campbell. Walker on him. He'll peel out, get it to Sutherland. They'll swing it around. Chullen will bounce back out. Jerminski size it up. That goes through a crowd but doesn't get to the netminder. Under 10 on the shot clock. No look. Sutherland's going to tee it up. Good shoulder save by Brown. Brampton fish out the loose ball, and they'll get a fresh clock now. Campbell gets a screen. Turn on the run wide of the mark. That's going to go up. And Jerminski's going to battle, but that's a violation. And possession's going to go back to Toronto with 12 and a half to go here, fourth quarter. Quick skip over to Williams. Williams looking for some room. Flip back. Kick out. That inside-out shot. Good save. Patrick Thompson with some good hands, but the Express now countering the other way with Estrat. He has been outstanding in transition here in this ball game.
Using his speed very well.
Gillis, the top. Look to swing it right. Go back to the left and board. Board on the curl. 10 on the shot clock. Steps in. Bailey Brown. Rebound Menzies. Had it again. Picked it up. Brown again. Standing tall. That one knocked down by Menzies, but Ethier managed to get the deflection. Swing around to Pfeiffer. They'll work Jordan Dance. He's got a step. Dance! Diving! What a save by Dunkerley. Board. Quick pass up. They'll get it over the timeline. Dunkerley keeping his team in it. We're under 11 and a half to go. Joffroy makes a hit from power, finishing his check. Chullen on the roll. Kick out. Joffroy. Flip. Shanahan has it taken away by Hodgkins. And Toronto now will zip it up. But there, Merry Christmas. There's Ryan Campbell with the interception. Dump off. Sutherland goes down. 5-hole. Tie. 10-10.
And that's 5 for Sutherland. What a great sales job by Campbell in that situation. He didn't even look at Sutherland until the last second. Drew the defender to him and just dumped it to him. And then a beautiful 5-hole shot.
Outstanding pass from Ryan Campbell. And an even better finish, as Sutherland has been a man on a mission here, responsible for half his team's goals here. And we're tied 10-10. And that ball gets knocked away. And Mangetti had it. Played to Karam, got it back. Don't know how. Lucky bounce. And it's Volkov. Sometimes things just working in your favor. Gillis now up top. Jerminski. Sutherland feeling it. Tried to go underneath, but Croman did a good job on the stick check. Ethier fishes it out. Good defensive hold by the Monarchs. Volkov laying the lumber. And a good job, Sutherland, as his stick check. Counter the other way. Horsley trying to fill that middle. Volkov, great job in transition. Chulin now. He's going to look to try to turn the corner, and that screen not going to work anywhere, anyhow. And Toronto now with possession. We're at the 10-minute mark here. Fourth quarter. Davis, quick swing over. It's Buck. Buck Davis, what a pass play! Oh, Tanner Buck put that one on the money. Tyler Davis with a beauty finish.
And that is how you execute a fake pick and roll. Davis went to set the pick, realized that it was they were reading it right off the hat. He just carried down the middle and an absolutely pinpoint pass.
Well, I tell you, that was well done, and I can say with under 10 minutes to go here and a 1-goal lead for Toronto, both these two teams understanding the importance of special teams. And Estrat, wow, did he ever put on the Jets there.
Oh.
No substitute for speed. Monarchs counter the other way. Thompson, what a save by Dunkerley. Put the stick between the legs. And we have seen some stuff here today. Dance. He's going to have to run to create some space. They'll get it back over. He'll find his stick side. And they'll work it half boards on the right. Davis now with some room on the left. Tiptoeing around. Big shot there and by Pfeiffer. But Dunkerley up to the task. And now it's Cart. Cart. Pfeiffer. Great job on the stick check. Has some help in there with D'Amico, and great job by the Monarchs. Forced a turnover. Those are valuable possessions as Williams now gets ahead of steam. Kick out. Dance has room. Tucks it in. Good save Dunkerley as Dance went to that far side. Pfeiffer, though, picks up the offensive rebound. Fresh clock here for the Monarchs. Follows one-on-one. Card on him. Follows. Spin. Tries to go under. And nothing doing on that screen and roll as that's an illegal pick. And now it's Board. Board. Ducks off one. Has Campbell. Campbell tried to feather it down. Good save by Brown. And Brown missed the outlet. Pfeiffer's going to have to try to track it down. Medeiros gets there. Jordan Medeiros. And he'll look to move it up in a hurry. Monarchs holding on to that 1-goal lead. Sutherland waiting for Menzies. He'll kick it over to the left side. And that pass goes off a helmet. Tracked down by Sutherland. By Postma. And Campbell blows by one off the post. Reset as the Express collect that offensive rebound and go back to work. Jerminski trying to peel off one ill-advised pass. Sutherland, backhand wide of the mark. Menzies had it, took a hard hit, and no point in time is that the way it's done. As it looks like Nolan Power. And the problem with that hit is he's a defenseless player out there, and that's why the penalty. So for the fourth time in this game, the Express will go to work on the power play. They're 2 for 3 with the man advantage, so they have been extremely efficient here.
They've got to pull it off right here. They've got to get themselves even in this game with under 8 minutes to go.
So they'll work it around the horn. Right side, Sutherland there. Working with Postma. Dump it back off the helmet. Picked up. And good job to get that out of a crowd. Sutherland tried to dump that down quickly. Campbell now. Ethier extending the D. Kick out, 10 on the shot clock. Underhand finish. And a good one. Another power play marker. And it's Mitchell Jeffroy with his first of the game and 5th of the season.
Great job by both Sutherland and Campbell in that situation to get the ball, get it down, get it into Joffrey, and what a great shot he made. Well,
tricky bouncer there.
7.5 to go, and we might as well be back at the start of the game.
All tied 11-11 here as these two teams no quit as they have put on a display here of the way the game is supposed to be played. Off the draw, Nakamura, and trying to fight for that is Kuminga, but instead it's Gage Board. Doesn't have the numbers, but he'll take that shot. Look, 5-hole.
Do that.
And again, Bailey Brown the other way. Counter down at the other end. 1-2 off the crossbar, Pfeiffer. Jordan Dance out there with Beam on him. Beam will get it to Aki. And now Chellin.
You can't fight to get yourself back in the game and then take a shot like that when you got 25 seconds on your shot clock.
Well, see, and Mr. Campbell, I don't think that was a bad shot. I think it was a good save. I think he attacked and went for it, and now Williams looking for some help. Buck trailing through, nothing doing. Williams shot. Again, 5-hole close. Dunkerley laying there, and it's Pongetti. He'll look out the back door. Postma. Sam Postma again looking 5-hole, but these goalies are having none of it. Wickets are closed, and the basket right there. Gillis, full head of steam. He'll pull up short and get it to Chellin. Chellin now, Ethier chasing him down. And they'll swing it around, be a little more deliberate here. 20 on the shot clock. Half board, Sutherland on the roll. Chellin again. Basket, 5 holes closed up. And now Aaron Walker will bring it over the timeline. Funky Tucker, he'll stay out there on a hole. Look for some help, get it to Pfeiffer. He'll retreat now, and Jordan Dance will handle it. Tied 11-11 here, Memorial Arena. Lance Wynn, Blair Campbell, glad you've tuned in. Buck, the defender on him, turning the corner. Buck, bodies flying, penalty coming. And it looks like going back on the power play will be the Monarchs. And not sure what the call will be, but with 5.5 to go.
I think it's illegal cross-check.
So it could be a legal cross-check, and that is the case. And it looks like Jonah Beam, the guilty party.
And I'm pretty sure what Beam was talking about was, didn't you see the guy cut through the crease? He cut through that's what he was arguing about. From our line, no, he did not go through the crease.
Well, I mean, a lot of times, and when you get in this scenario, guys are arguing, but are you playing or are you watching the game?
Yeah.
So, you know, or when you're covering a man, are you watching his feet or are you trying to cover him? So great that you have an opinion about it, but that's why we have the guys in stripes out there, because they handle that.
Is that why?
That's why.
I never knew that.
I know you didn't. That's why I'm here. Okay? That's why I'm here to help you. Yes, the Lord has put us together, okay? Because, woo!
Oh, boy.
You, sir, are a handful. I know.
Leave it alone.
You're always teetering on the fence, okay?
I'm so far over the fence.
5.5 to go. Yeah, listen, you can't pick your partners, I guess. I don't know what to say. All right. 7th power play opportunity of the game for the Monarchs. They're 1 for 6, and they've given up 2 shorthanded markers, but that's all in the past here as they work it around now. Tied here at 11. Dance, the quarterback, follows, interchange, no look. Williams inside to Dance. Follows, bailed him out, wide of the mark. Going to have to hurry, 10 on the shot clock. Pops out of Williams' stick. Pfeiffer there battling for it. Williams gets it back. He's got room. Dump it. Follows. Intercepts that pass. Takes a high one. Williams, and that one trickles wide of the net. And that's going to be a shot clock violation. Possession to Brampton. Big hold there. A couple opportunities for the Monarchs. But the D stood tall for Brampton. Estrat. Menzies. Got the speed out there to try to burn some of this penalty. Inching toward the 4.5. Sutherland with a cut. Had an opening. Couldn't pocket the pass. Menzies battling. And it's taken away. Hodgkins now. So Toronto now with under a minute to go in the power play. Tie game. Chance here to take advantage of this opportunity. Would be a big hold for Brampton. And everyone else seems to be officiating. No look, and Davis had it, couldn't complete the quick stick. Dance almost fished that out of McDonald's stick. 1-2 and picked off. Had Sutherland wide open. Dance, 2-on-1. Dance! Jordan Dance goes to the far side. What a big goal. A power play marker. And 12-11 the lead for Toronto.
And you can't say anything else other than the hustle, getting off that floor, off the interception, getting on the floor, and an absolutely great shot off the post. There's nothing a goaltender can do about that when it goes off the post and in the net.
Jordan Dance with his third of the game. He's got 10 on the season. So he is slowly but surely working his way up into the stats we expect. Volkov now. So plenty of time. Volkov, beauty pass. Sutherland, big save by Bailey Brown. And oh, did he have to extend himself there. Toronto countering the other way. And Dunkerley matching save for save as Thompson let that one rip. And now a good bounce pass outlet to Gage Board. 3.5 to go. Brampton trailing by a goal. That overhand stopped by Gillis. Easy save for Brown. And now Kuminga. He's going to look to get it over the timeline. Walker gives it back, and they'll dump it on the left side. Williams, last one out. He'll fly over to that right side. They'll work it to that same side. Looking for an opening. Pfeiffer. Nothing doing, no look. Dance, quick shot, and that slipped through. Jordan Dance used the defender as a screen and caught Dunkerley looking the other way. What a goal. Jordan Dance stepping up. That's what all-star players do.
And again, you can't say anything else other than the fact that absolutely great shot by Dance. Virtually no time left on the shot clock. And he let the underhand go and used the player in front of him as a screen. And it just snuck through Dunkerley.
Dance with back-to-back goals here in money time. And the Monarchs, you talk about taking the momentum away as Beam, Estrad, and Ethier scrum on that half board. Tanner Buck slides by one. Buck thinks better of it. He'll peel out. Not a bad decision as he gets it to Follows. They'll swing it around to the right. Time to be very deliberate on offense. Under 10 on the shot clock. Peel around. Dunkerley steers that one aside. Ball loose, and it's Follows. Follows. Tricky, but he gets pinned up on the boards, and it goes right to Dunkerley. Good outlet pass, and the Express now. Got to be more deliberate, trailing by 2. Board. He'll kick it out. Swinging around, Sutherland. Sutherland. Board. Board with Kuminga on him. Jaminski with the screen, but great team defense there by the Monarchs, and they'll get it over the timeline. Zulian. Good speed, goes around Volkov, wrong stick side. Zulian peels out. Kick it over, Williams. Minute 40 to go. Wide open in the middle, and what a save by Dunkerley. And good hustle again by Davis, but he gives it right back. And now with a minute 25 to go, Brampton got to get it over the timeline, and they just do with Jordan Medeiros. Medeiros flip, Jeffroy. Looking for some help, got it from Chullen, quick shot, and Brown didn't know where it was. Found it, and the Monarchs now will try to work it up with Power. Power, bounce pass, Walker. Walker turns the corner, has some room. Joffroy knocks that down. And Brampton looking for the quick one. They'll move it up. Dump it back out, Postma swinging around Sutherland. He's going to take that, bullet. Rebound, picked up, Postma almost put it over top. Couldn't do it. And Toronto now with 40 seconds left. And the Monarchs will call timeout with 36.7 seconds left on the clock. And Not sure who is down on the carpet there. Might be Jonah Bean.
It's Pagetti. Pongetti.
So Pongetti down. Not sure what happened there, but good to see him up as he's up on his own power, but putting no.
I think when he stopped, he rolled his ankle.
Well, it's certainly causing him some distress there, and we'll check on him to make sure he's okay. .37 seconds left here. Monarchs just going to look to burn this clock right out, as 16 seconds differential between the shot and game clock. And Blair, we spoke about there being first quarter belonged to the Express, second quarter Monarchs, third quarter Express. Crunch time, it looks like the Monarchs have stepped front and center when they've needed to. So just waiting for Pongetti, as Dunkerley is going to head to the bench for the extra attacker and leave the net empty with possession. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Possession to the Monarchs. Not sure about this move. We'll see here what happens as Follows bounces off one. Aki bounces off two. Follows has a chance if he could turn the corner. He's going for a run. Puts on the brakes. Follows. Great speed. No one can catch him. He's got three on him. Dumps it. Lofts it up. And good job. McDonald got enough of it. Possession now. 18 seconds. Volkov going to have to take it. Sutherland lets it go. Brown to save. 10 on the game clock, and this will do it. And, man, I like that play there from Pfeiffer. That's sportsmanship right there. Didn't have to shoot it. Didn't. A well-earned win. 13-11. The Toronto Monarchs have upped their record to 4-2. What a ball game, Blair.
Yep, it certainly was. It went both ways. That's back-to-back games Brampton have lost by 2 goals, 13-11, same score both games, to what I consider two of the probably the better teams in this division, being Toronto and Oshawa. Full credit to Toronto. They did a great job. They slowed it down when they had to. They sped it up when they had to. Brampton's got to go back to the drawing board right now.
So the Monarchs with the win, they will up their record now to 4-2. Brampton sitting at 4-2 as well. So these two teams will trade spots, with the Monarchs moving into second place, the Express to third. But boy, oh boy, parity in the Arena Lacrosse League. That's going to do it for us here on this Friday. Make sure you join us tomorrow. Peterborough at Oshawa at 3 p.m., followed by Six Nations against Whitby. On behalf of the JVI crew, my partner Blair Campbell, I'm Lance Wynn. We'll see you next time.